Hello again. So this is a game called Vaporwave. In my younger years, I got obsessed with like Vaporwave stuff, and I created a game explaining the difference between Vaporwave and Outrun. But I've played this game before. But there have been new updates since I've played. I think I played around like 2020, and this game has been out since 2017. So this game is actually amazing. It has a really deep lore, and the creator has been making this game for years. So they put a lot of effort into this game. So right now, today, we're gonna be playing different games that are just kind of weird. I've played a few of them, and here I'm trying to. It's been so long, so I don't remember exactly what the lore was, but I do remember there is a lot of clues, and it's a little helpful from the beginning. And you can see the creator is getting punched and stuff. Yeah, no, this game is definitely interesting. Um, I've never really seen something like this kind of game. It's like, so if you look at the bio or the description for the game, the what's it called? The creator explains that they put all their thoughts and stuff into this game, and it's really, really cool because you can interact with NPCs, and there's a bunch of them. So it's a lot of like exploring and talking to each kind of character, I guess. Yeah, no, this is like one of my favorite, and they have multiple games. This is not the only game. This is kind of like their hub for their other games, and it's absolutely stunning, and it's really interesting. And I'm not gonna go into detail of the lore because it's a lot. It's a lot of like going around and stuff. But just a quick showing you what this game is and stuff. And I definitely recommend checking it out if you like those kind of games. It takes a lot of walking and a lot of clues. And I'll show you a bit of it at the beginning, but there's so much lore. The only problem I had was with one of the games, the teleporter wasn't working, so I couldn't really continue on. But we're gonna still talk about this game because it's really cool. And so, and if you don't know what Vaporwave is, it is pretty much the 80s mixed with the new technology. So think of like palm trees and dolphins, and a lot of people get confused with Vaporwave versus Outrun. Outrun is that very bright pink, yellows, oranges. It's that sunset. That is not Vaporwave. That is Outrun. So Outrun is based off like a think of a Blade Runner, that kind of aesthetic almost. And Vaporwave is more of a blue, very like light pink. Think of 80s mint, you know what I mean? Like ice cream mint. And so, and also to talk about it, so they're both technically music related. Outrun is more of music related because you can listen to the difference. Completely different music. Vaporwave takes samples from songs and like high pitches them and stuff. And a lot of people don't like it, which is it's fine. But I used to be obsessed with this kind of music. So I won't show you my game. It no longer works because of the songs. The songs no longer work. But yeah, no, yeah. So this is the game. They have portals to different games. The different games are, if you could see, the mall, and there's some other ones. I've been to all of them like years ago, and it's cool. See, look at you can just stand on the canvas part, the theater and stuff. I've been to those places. And they're like I said, I don't know how long I'm gonna keep saying it, but it's super super cool. And here I'm gonna type, yeah. I've played this one before. I played, I think, all of them. And I never got to figuring out the lore into it. But I highly recommend it. So the teleporter I think that I was trying to go to is the Palm Mall, and it just didn't work. I remembered it. It used to work. So I'm not sure if that's like something with the creator or whatever. But I highly recommend and support them because that I mean that's years of work of creating character. You know how like long that takes to create so many characters that have like actual chats and so, and it's, I don't know, it's certainly an interesting game. If you have any games like this, I highly recommend you suggest them to me because I like checking them out. It's very different from the regular things that we see on your For You pages. I feel like these ones are more, well, yes, they're games, right? But they feel more personal and they're just so interesting because, like, when will you actually see another game like this one? You know what I mean? You won't find a game in this kind of style, I guess. It's very specific and it's very personal. And you know what I mean? Not to get too deep into it, but yeah, this game blew my mind when I started to like play it. I think 2020 is when I started. I don't remember. I think it was 2020 because that's when I had a big phase of like I listened to only vaporwave and Outrun. So, you know, my music changes from time to time, but I was really into that aesthetic. I don't know if you can tell by my little banner is the checkered. Yeah, that's from my vaporwave game because I was like, well, not vaporwave game, but vaporwave room. But yeah, it's like an interesting take, and just read the chat. It kind of makes you feel, it makes you feel like you're out of place. Like you're not really there, but you're also there. And then it points out the funny umbrella thing.